Over the years, my confidence level on skis has been a roller coaster, and when it comes to skiing progression, confidence is everything. From the highs of stomping new tricks and tackling new terrain to the lows of crashes, injuries, and questioning whether I could still do the things I used to, it's been a battle for me lately, I'm not gonna lie. But this season, I rode the most confidently I have in a long time, and there were a few different factors that played into this season that I want to talk about because I think anyone, whether you're a park rat, a brand new skier, an expert that suffered a setback recently, could use this advice to maintain or rebuild their own confidence on skis. As a lot of you already probably know, in 2020, I completely blew out my knee throwing a cork 7, and ever since it's been an uphill battle confidence-wise. I think the most common setback people face on skis is some sort of crash or some type of injury. Physically and mentally, it can be a huge challenge to overcome something like that, but here's what worked for me. Number one, accepting that setbacks happen, that it's a part of the sport, and taking my time mentally to work my way back. Also, I think it's important to not get discouraged or frustrated after a setback and you're not riding the way you want to or riding the way you used to. This is perfectly normal and it's gonna take time to get back to where you were, so stay positive and keep pushing. Getting frustrated might mean you'll just end up quitting, and that's never what you want. Instead, celebrate the small wins and celebrate every little piece of progress you make back to your old self, and use those to build your confidence moving forward. I've slowly built myself up to where I am right now, and while I would have loved to get here sooner, I made it without another major setback mentally. Number two is just getting your body right. One of the biggest things that's different this season than the past 3 or 4 seasons is I feel great physically. I put a lot of time in the gym this off season, and it really paid off. When you can ski pain-free like I am this year, those questions in the back of your mind of, should I really try that trick or can I still do that trick, are a lot less common. So put the time in to get yourself in better shape, rehab those injuries fully, and come into the ski season stronger than the last. But what about avoiding setbacks? How can we do that? Well, like I said, getting your body right is a huge first step, but progressing and pushing yourself in a controlled way is also huge. I say it all the time in all of my videos, but taking baby steps in your progression is the best way to help reduce the chances of a crash, an injury, and a setback. You landed your first 360? Awesome. Time to send that 540, right? Wrong. When you put down a new trick or learn a new technique or hit new terrain for the first time, the next step in your progression shouldn't be to send something one step harder. The next baby step should be to master whatever you just learned and have it be something that you can do consistently, and then you take that next step to learn the new trick. One of the biggest things that helps build my confidence is consistently stomping tricks over and over and over. I mean, if you're just lacing rails and putting jump tricks down with ease, that feels pretty damn good, right? Instead of landing a new trick and then instantly going to that next harder trick, just keep stomping that new trick until you're doing it with supreme confidence and style. The same thing can be said for when you do your first blue square, your first black diamond. Master that new run and then move on to the next one, because when you master that run and then step it up to an even more difficult run, you're gonna be way more confident heading into that more difficult run, which is going to reduce setbacks, which means you're not losing confidence, which then means you can progress the way you want to, and the cycle goes on. You know what else helped me stay confident this season? The Insta360 X4. Now, you might scoff at what I just said and not take me seriously, but as a YouTube content creator who only skis a couple days a week at best, every time I ski, I need to be filming. Normally, in a ski season, we do a lot of follow cam style shots where either I'm the filmer or I'm the one being filmed, and follow cams really up the pressure to land your tricks because you don't want the filmer to have to film you all day, and being the follow cameraman also takes away from your time working on your own tricks. But with the Insta360 X4, I'd get to the hill alone, pop the camera on the helmet, and just ski. I didn't have to worry about getting the perfect angle since the camera captures everything. I didn't have to worry about the battery ever dying since it has elite battery life, and I didn't have to worry about my cameraman filming 100 failed attempts at whatever trick I was trying. Instead, I just got to focus on progressing while at the same time getting all the content I needed to create the videos for you guys, and it honestly just helped me lock in and focus on my skiing. If you want your own stress-free action camera, check out the link in the description to pick up the X4 with a free invisible selfie stick. Another huge source of confidence can be your gear. Not only did I blow my knee in 2020, but my skis that I was by far most confident on got stolen that year as well. And fast forward 5 years, I can honestly say that this is the first time since that season that I have skis that perfectly fit my riding style and boots that fit my feet perfectly as well. Since the first day of the season, I felt like I've had way more control over my skis, and I feel like my skis are able to do anything I want them to. The swing weight is low, the size is perfect, and they just feel so right for me. And having boots that fit, again, just so much more control that comes with properly fitting boots, but at at the same time, I think a lot of the smaller injuries, the nagging things that I kept suffering over the past few years were related to boots that just simply did not fit my feet at all. So not only do I feel like I'm controlling my skis better than I have in years, I also feel like those little weird knee tweaks that I kept suffering over the past years just haven't really been a thing with these new boots. Cass also went through something similar. The second we got her own boots and skis that fit her and her riding style, she instantly took a massive leap forward and hasn't looked back. Now, you don't need to go out and get top of the line equipment. You don't have to spend a ton of money to get the best of the best of the best, but you should have equipment that fits you perfectly. That's super important. And also, don't forget outerwear. Feeling unconstrained and stylish can both play into how well you ski. If you're feeling steezy in your fit, the steez on your tricks will follow. If you're feeling really constrained, I know, like for me, when I layer up a lot and I have a heavy coat on, I generally ski worse, especially in the parks. So getting something a little loose fitting, a little baggy to free up your movement and just make you feel good is also important as well. Like I said, confidence is mental, and this is something that, while it might seem silly, can legitimately improve your mental state on the hill. The final thing that I did this year is pretty simple, but without all of the above, it wouldn't have happened. I just skied more. I made myself do tricks that I knew I could do but haven't done in a while. I built off of a previous week's progression without taking too long of a break in between ski days. I built off of confidence and I built off of momentum. Good days were followed by more good days, and anytime that I did face a setback, I took a few steps back the following ski day to work on the skills that I needed to make sure that that setback didn't happen again. And the more success I had and the more often I skied, the more confidence I got. But like I said, none of this could have been possible without all of the things that I spoke to previously in this video. All of those things came into play to make this one of the better seasons I've had, like I said, in years. So there it is, guys. I just wanted to break down what has changed for me over this past year to get me to a point where I can legitimately say I'm skiing more confidently now than I have since my injury. I really can't wait to build off this. We're going out to Colorado to end the season in April, and I'm super stoked to get to those terrain parks and see what I can do there and see what this newfound confidence brings me out there. I hope this video helped. I hope me kind of talking about my story and how I've tackled this confidence issue can help you guys as well. I hope me being honest with you guys and just saying, hey, like, I lost confidence in myself and in my skiing. I hope that resonates with somebody out there and helps you to get back to it, get back progressing, and get back to pushing yourself. Setbacks are only as permanent as we allow them to be. So again, I hope this video helps. Thank you, Insta360, for sponsoring the channel this season and sponsoring this video. Again, if you guys want your own Insta360 X4, the best action camera out there right now, link down below in the description. I'll see you in the next video, guys. Peace.